welcome to the Love Boat on a Sunday night.
Let's go, daddy.
Shout out to the fans on a Sunday night. Over 207 subscribers. Shout out to you guys on a Sunday night. We are out here
Sunday fun day, baby.
enjoying our lives. Enjoying the time. Shout out Rudy. Shout out Andy. And shout out Brittany. First time on the pod. Shout out Uncle Homer in the chat. Shout out Uncle Homer in the chat. We are out here. The world is going through a lot. And it deserves it.
Through a lot. Are you kidding? It was on a fast show to hell real long time ago. My God.
We got Vin Diesel behind the wheel of this right now, bro.
Family. Yo.
Bro, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell down below. If you like long form content, this is a place for you. If you like short form content, my brother Andy likes to cut the videos and cut them into bite-sized pieces for you guys to watch on the fly, on the go. Either way, guys, we enjoy you for being here. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. And if you're wearing a black t-shirt or a semi-gray t-shirt, you are of the chosen race.
Yeah, the chosen Juan. That's cool.
Rudy, how you doing today, bro?
Hey, I'm great, brother. Thank you for asking.
Talk in the middle of your mic, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Nah, I'm great, man. I had a good week. God is good. He blessed me with a lot of things. Other than that, I hate bills, but you know, God is good. Who does great week, man. Great succession. Great, man. God's moving on a lot, and for those who are actually with us fighting on this fight, it's a good fight. God is good.
Yeah. Love it. Andy, how you doing today, bro?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
Ooh.
Thankful to be here on a Sunday night. Feel good.
You look good.
Thank you.
You do look good, Andy.
You appreciate that.
Who did your haircut?
Andy joined me like that whitewash jeans and black t-shirt today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
when I was 12.
Jealousy in your voice is uncanny.
Yeah, man.
You good, Andy?
I'm good, though. I'm great.
You
Can't
look good.
complain. Great to be here.
Britt, your first time on the podcast. It's a long time coming. Talk to me.
I'm super excited to be here, even though Rudy's not. But thanks for having me. I feel blessed. Happy Sunday, y'all.
Okay, guys.
Subway was fire, by the way.
Subway was I. You know what's more fire than your dad's stories, dude. I gotta have her dad on the podcast, dude.
No,
we
for
can't
real.
do that.
Dude.
We'll get banned. He has too much non-filter. He don't care.
Bro, your dad was hilarious. Better than my sandwich, bro.
Yeah,
Nothing's better than food.
Okay, guys. If it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck,
It's Leah Thomas.
it's a man. Leah Thomas, however you say that. Rudy showed me a picture of her. You're going to see it in the thumbnail of this video. My goodness.
She's all swole, right?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. She got banned from competing against women.
We
it's
said
about
this was gonna happen.
freaking time.
We said it was gonna happen.
About
Sooner
time.
or later,
Not
bro.
because we hate the person.
No.
But because the idea is unfair.
Right.
We've talked about this. How did we miss this story? It's 10 days old. I have no idea. I think it was that weekend we were sick. I think it was the weekend that we were sick. We missed it. But it's okay.
It's okay.
Now we
brought
got
it
it.
up for your attention right now.
Rudy, tell me what happened regarding this story. But let me get your first thoughts before you pull up the article and the facts.
So before I pull out the article and the facts, first thoughts is that they should have banned it the first time they saw her.
Bro.
Just
Rudy, stop looking up, dogs.
no. It's like on it's like on dodgeball where it says, yeah, some of y'all tested for low grade beaver tranquilizer. Way to go, Bernice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, bro, that dude. If you saw her walking, her back is wider than all the girls lined up combined. She's
It's like 3 feet taller than all the chicks.
Dude.
For
I
real.
freaked out. I was like, there's no way they let this happen, bro.
Bro, her hands are like all their hands put together in one. She's just scooping all the water
She's
out
like
of the
Shia
bowl.
LaBeouf. She's going, get some. That's what she's
Oh, dude. Bro,
Is this an actual woman or?
it's a dude. It's a
guy.
dude.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
guy.
It's a dude. I know.
I was already
See,
gonna be like,
that's
okay.
the problem.
It's a transformer.
That's the problem. We're like, whoa, what is he? She, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
We just call them Transformers.
Look at her in the thumbnail. That's a dude.
Bumblebee.
That's a
Call it
dude, bro.
Bumblebee.
Dude.
Rudy, give me the rest of your thoughts. Sorry, bro. I cut you off, bro.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna lie. You coming off like an angry woman driving this plane. Moving on. Moving on. So, So my thoughts are, man, bro, I'll be real with you. So
Francis put it's a he, not a she.
there you go.
Oh, rare.
Francis, you beast.
She
girl.
comes in with the smoke
Yeah.
immediately.
Smoke. That girl came with a green under. Say hello to my little friend. Good morning.
Shout out to Francie.
Let's see, man. To be honest with you, bro, like whenever you were like, hey, Rudy, like check this out. We looked at it. Hey, bro, and I saw some like recent pictures of her swimming or whatever, bro. She is huge, bro.
We're saying she, but it's a he, yeah.
He is. Well, technically speaking, it's a he. So,
Sure, yeah.
bro, it's huge, and she had a big old sack of apples in her throat. So yeah, that's a dude right there, my guy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep cutting you off. Go on.
Nah, bro, she's just man, bro. Like honestly, like Andrew said, it's a long time coming, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Bro, and let's be real, dude. She was
dominating
that
the
dude's
sport.
big, bro. She's big.
He was dominating the sport.
Yeah,
Let's put
and
it that
like
way.
he is like over here swole, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's walking around, his back's all wide.
And
Like,
he was breaking records, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He had a big old cobra back. Like I'm like, hey, bro, calm down. Like he. And then the weird thing is, a lot of the teammates, and you're gonna find out on facts, bro. A lot of the teammates wanted to speak up, but they got threatened.
They got threatened.
Felt
They
a little
got
violated.
they got threatened by the people.
Ooh, rare. Andy, tell me about that, bro.
So what happened with that situation? I'll pull up the facts right now, but
Initial thoughts.
Yeah, initial thoughts on it. They, you know, when it comes down to getting undressed in front of the opposite sex, some people are not comfortable with it. Period. Whether they think that they're that person or not, or the same gender. Obviously, the people that were in there that were women were very offended and very upset about it, like anybody would be. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing when you go to a restroom and the opposite sex is in there. You're not going to always feel okay.
Super uncomfortable.
Yeah, super uncomfortable.
Naturally.
Naturally. You just, not because of anything, you hate anybody, nothing like that. It's just how you feel, you know?
I
Obviously,
agree.
It's the truth.
I agree. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, so I don't want to call out anything, but I walked in the other day at a restaurant, not here.
Yeah.
It was a restaurant that I was going to, and I was going to run some errands in Corpus. And
He need
it
the
was
town anyways.
well, because I'm not here to be like, oh, where he lives at, where he works, and try to find it.
For sure, yeah.
But it was in Corpus. I was running some errands, and I went to go get coffee. I went to go get coffee
For
somewhere.
sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, why is this restaurant full, man? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wait, and what do you call a he/she came out. Like a
Transformer
girl.
was in there.
Yeah,
Bumblebee.
but the other
But
one,
a Transformer was in there.
like the girl to
the Transformer.
Yeah, that
Still
one.
Transformer.
That one. And sorry, man. Like, hey, bro. Like, no offense, but did you use a urinal? Because there's no way you did. I don't know how else.
Oh,
It's possible, Rue. They so crazy
What do
towards
they
now
do?
for
They
them,
put-
dog, to go to, yeah.
Yeah, I understand, bro. Like, it's
I won't
just-
get into
They
that.
have
but
a cup now.
Yeah, they have like a cup or whatever.
A funnel.
Yeah, literally.
like the ones you put the
changing
Yes,
your oil.
it's very,
in.
it's
Yeah.
very wild. It's very wild. Hey,
Put
girls'
oil in.
perspective. Give me a girl's perspective on this with this bathroom, but this competing in sports.
Yeah.
Now they're like, hell no, no more competing. Where it's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fair. Tell me about that, Britt.
Yeah. When it comes to people who are
Transformers.
I
Optimus
feel
Primes.
like when it comes to what you want to be called, whether you are a man or a woman, it to me it's very similar to like, my name's Brittany, but I want to be called Brit. Like, hold on, and Rudy's already giving me the look. Look.
Whoa.
Go. Give me to me.
I don't feel like you can 100%. You cannot change what you were born with.
Ben.
Right.
But if someone comes up to me and out of respect, they're like, hey, can you call me a guy?
No.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, sir. Like, what? I mean, let's be real.
Wait, so she's talking about just courtesy, dog.
It's just out of courtesy
Talking
and
about
out of
just
respect.
courtesy.
You know what's courtesy?
I wouldn't.
Going out of my way to call somebody that I don't.
But
care
you gotta
who
understand,
are,
dude.
bro.
This is a woman. Is a woman's perspective is
Yeah.
very. What do they call it, Andy?
They're more endearing than
They're
men.
more.
Like,
there's
men-
something
men
like.
are more like,
I forgot
we
what
don't
it
care.
is, dude. Like, we
Yeah.
don't care. Like
Yeah.
she's trying to be polite to
Yeah,
everybody.
see,
You know what I mean?
women
Like,
are more
And
understanding.
me and
at
Andy
the
are
end
trying
of the
to.
day.
Me and Andy are trying
even
to. grab
like
some
we're like,
shit.
Look,
hey,
I mean-
we're like bazookas, and she's like, okay, let's put the bazooka down, man, and just
Get
let
the
this guy,
sunflower.
yeah,
She's
get
like,
the
"Hey,
Nice
sunflower.
sunflower."
memories and
She's like-
ponies.
Anyways,
She's
go
like-
on.
She's like, the pen is mightier than the sword, sir.
Sometimes, tell me, Britt,
Right.
tell me, then finish your thought.
I mean, I've hung out with people who prefer to be called a guy who obviously are not, and I respect them just like they would respect me if I want to be called Brit. That's all I say. Do I agree with it? No. In my own personal opinion, I don't agree with it, but I mean, to each its own. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
as far as like gaining the competitive edge on someone, I don't really know the story,
For sure.
what you guys are talking about necessarily, but I do believe that if a man is going in to play a woman's sport, it's not fair.
Right.
You know, straight up,
Agreed.
it's not fair.
Agree 100%.
Yeah.
Andy and I try to wrestle, and I try to be like, I'm stronger than you because let's be real,
He just,
right?
He just Captain Insano shows no mercy. Just right
Yeah.
through the door.
I mean,
right?
Captain
hey,
Insano
I
shows no
have
mercy.
pinned him
Captain
down a few
Insano.
times. Let's be real, but I think he lets me. You know,
Sometimes.
but
He's your husband.
that's not fair.
He's
You
your
know,
husband.
I agree.
Loves
It's
you.
not fair, and it's the same with the bathroom situation. Like, I would not be comfortable in a bathroom with a man, whether
Yeah.
they're dressed like a woman,
Facts, right?
whether they're dressed like a woman or not. I
makes
have
sense.
kids, and I don't want my kids to be around
Amen.
someone who
Agree. Like if you're a girl
Mayor.
and you're in the restroom, right, and you're next to two stalls, and then you see someone standing up and they're, peeing standing up,
yeah.
already uncomfortable. You know, I'm
Super
not even
weird,
I'm
right?
not even a woman. You know what I mean? Imagine if I was a
I would
woman.
be uncomfortable.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Because
I
us
know that
men-
you're a man, man.
Us men would be uncomfortable if a transformer of the other side came into our stall
I'm like, dude,
and was
this
trying
is
to.
weird.
it
Let's
was
get out
trying
of
to,
here.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, what's up, bro? And trying to sit next to me during the stall, I would kick her probably.
Well,
Yeah.
all you would
Rude.
have to do is probably gross them out. Just throw a little fart.
Nah, well, see, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, hey, I do it on a daily. You know what I'm saying?
Rudy, you had the facts, bro, and this is why I tell you this. This is not cool. Not just the bathroom thing or the competing. It's not fair.
Right.
But look at how they started strong arming these girls on the team. Rudy, pull the facts. Pull the
Bro.
facts out, Rudy. Pull the receipts, dude.
So it's so Leah or Leah,
Whatever.
Leah,
Again, we can't
Leah
even spell names right anymore.
UPenn
Yeah.
teammate speaks out and says university wanted us to be quiet.
Probably Liam.
It says a college teammate of former swimmer Leah Thomas is speaking out after anonymously participating in the Daily Wire's 2022 documentary "What Is a Woman." Paula Scallion, I hope I'm saying that right.
No, for sure, yeah. Whatever. As best as you can.
Yeah, who competed on the University of Pennsylvania's women's swimming team during of 18, 19, and 21, 22 of 22, of course, guys. Season spoke with the Daily Wire host Matt in a video posted in social media Monday night, saying she is ready to join former college swimmers Riley in fighting for women and girls across the country. After the meeting, Scallion said she questioned whether her stance against against Thomas's ability to compete on the women's team was wrong. After that meeting, they really scared us. She's quoting, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
It was scary, and I was petrified. Scallion said, "I went home that night and called my brother and said, 'Can I even talk about this with you? Is there something wrong with me for thinking that this is wrong?' Question mark.
Yeah.
It worked. The university wanted us to be quiet, and they did it in a very effective way. They continued to tell us that our opinions were wrong, and that if we had an issue with it, we were the problem. And it is frightening, and your future job is on the line."
Wow.
And after that point, no one will talk about it anymore. Scallion continued. They effectively silenced us, even with talking to each other.
Andy, hearing that, give me your first thoughts on that. When people start to speak up, see, so this ain't your extreme right wing wearing a MAGA hat. Like,
Yeah.
no, this is just common sense. It's not cool. Like the same way y'all guys say, believe all women. I don't agree with the believe part, but you're all women for sure.
Yeah, totally.
You guys are saying you guys are just nuts. No, we're not just nuts. This is like active people in the situation. Women are being oppressed, literally.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I believe that this whole situation, what I just heard, it is very insulting to women in general, just
Yeah,
period.
I
Because
agree.
what you're doing is you're taking us as someone that is not a woman's opinion into consideration over a woman.
That's actually
And that's an
in
actual
there.
woman. So the issue with this, and not only that, they were telling them to be quiet, to mind, accept it, because that's how it's going to be. I'm glad it didn't turn out like that. I'm glad they removed Leah Thomas. I'm sorry from this whole,
This
whole
little situation.
Well, check
Because
this out.
you know what? Go ahead.
Check this out. Before you finish, I there's two more little paragraphs. I'm gonna
Read it,
finish.
Ru. Read it,
Go
Ru.
ahead.
Give
It says
me the
that-
facts.
It says, Scallion told Walsh that the UPenn women's swimming team was informed in fall of 2019 that in a meeting that Will Thomas, now known as Leah Thomas, that Thomas would
Oh,
be
he looks like a
joining-
Will.
Oh, he looks like Will I am. Thomas will be joining the women's team in the following season. Scallion described the early stages of having Leah Thomas on the women's team. When that was first announced, we were maybe told Leah might be changing in a different locker room or might continue to stay in the men's locker room. Scallion said, "It would all kind of up in the air, and then I saw the locker room chart and saw that Leah definitely had a locker in a women's room.
Yeah.
So that was confirmed that was definitely going to be happening, and there was never really any further discussion about that. Scallion discussed how how she and some other teammates were uncomfortable with having Thomas in the locker room.
Yeah.
It was definitely uncomfortable. Scotty said there's a few bathroom stalls in the bathroom, and I did notice some girls changing the bathroom stalls for practice, which I've never really seen that before. For me personally, the biggest thing was just where you're changing, and there's all these people talking in the background. You hear all the women's voice, and then all of a sudden you hear a man's voice. I would always kind of jump a little bit.
Dog.
She said I would kind of, I always kind of jump a little bit. Or maybe an employee of the building got into the locker room or taking out the trash, and then I would jump and realize actually that's the person on my team speaking. It's actually just someone who sounds very masculine.
Yeah.
Brittany, tell me from a woman's perspective again. If this is the thing, again, we're not. It used to be, oh my God, how are 3 guys talking about women issues? It ain't 3 guys anymore. We got a woman in here. Tell me, Britt.
I am a woman. I am biologically a woman.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance.
Good stuff.
So being a woman, I would not like to get undressed in front of. I barely even like to get undressed. Like if I'm shopping with someone who is a woman, like
Yeah.
this is my body. This is
It's a sacred space.
Yes,
It's a
this is
private
who I'm-
space.
I'm only gonna show my husband. Like, come on, don't do that. And I feel for this other woman that's speaking against it because she feels that she probably feels like insecure because
Yeah.
there is a man watching her.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like there's even women sometimes that are kind of creepy. Like I remember, I was in volleyball. I think this was like my freshman year or something like that.
Oh man, how old are you?
And I'm 30.
Okay, this was around
All
the time
sad.
when the world started to go sideways. Go on. Just making sure.
So like in my age group, this is when a lot of people started coming out as bisexual.
Yeah, I remember
and,
that's why I said that's when the world started to go left.
yeah. Well,
It was like this. Skirt.
so like I'm in the locker room and I'm changing, and then I look over and I see a girl and she's looking at me and she's like, so. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay,
Like, damn,
then my
Britt,
safe
you look
space.
like a 3-piece. What's good? You come with dessert. You're like, I'll sleep alone.
I was
Dude.
just like, stop. You know?
No,
what
but
I
I
mean?
get
Like,
that though
Yeah.
because that was
Yeah,
a
that's
thing.
real.
I remember
Uh-huh.
like me and you were like a couple years apart. I remember around that time, people were starting to get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird time, bro. In high
Dressing you
school,
with your eyes.
it was a weird time during high school, dude. In middle school, go on.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for
Yeah.
letting someone know that you think they're attractive, right?
For sure, yeah.
In
It's
the
not in the
locker
locker room.
room.
It's
Yeah,
not in the
in the
locker
locker
room.
room.
Especially,
all sweaty and
yeah,
stuff.
especially
Yeah.
in like a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
First of all,
Like, I just
you're
wanna go home.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Second of all, like you probably got swamp everywhere. You know what I mean?
Right,
They're like,
right.
they're like, everybody knows women or man, locker room smells like a locker room.
That is smells,
regardless
yeah,
of
it
what it
smells
is.
Sure.
every time.
If
Yeah.
you're uncomfortable already, you're probably
Yeah.
spraying all this woman axe all over you to get a little
Women
squirt.
acts, no.
Right? You're
It
over
was
here
like, it's like Dollar General
it
vanilla.
smells like
Oh, that Dollar
like-
General vanilla, little dog.
like onions, corn chips, and swamp in there.
I'm
You're
not
just
gonna
like, I just want to
gross.
get out of here, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
you know what I mean?
Okay, so that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Go on, finish your story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's just
made
the
you
gist of
uncomfortable
it.
pretty much,
Made me
yeah.
uncomfortable, and I was like, "Look, girl, I just want to go home. Like,
Yeah, let me just go.
I'm
home.
Leave me alone.
tired. This is not the time or the place." So I know exactly what she's talking about when she, used that as an example.
Yeah. You know the
My-
weird thing is,
go on, Rudy. Yeah,
just
go on.
quick little fact, and I kind of fact checked it right now just to make sure. It said that Penn State didn't even care because they said this winning feels good.
So that's what I'm saying. Talking about
Oh,
winning,
yeah.
he was destroying everybody and breaking women's world records.
course
Oh,
you were.
100%. They were
Bro.
taking advantage of that
Come on.
edge that they had.
Yes.
Let me-
So that's what I'm saying. It's a competitive edge.
Yes.
Bro, it's just like that rugby player we talked about last week. It ain't the
Bro.
same.
But that's why I say what I say. If you're gonna go through this route, of course, campuses, colleges are gonna be like, oh, let's take them. Let's use that to our advantage and,
Yeah.
and get as many
Yeah, for
trophies
sure.
as we can.
And not just that, who
You know what
knows
I'm
how much
saying?
money they're taking under the table for having somebody like that in their
Oh, I'm sure.
in their team. Because
I'm
you gotta
positive.
remember, like the government's in it, dog. They're about that life. They ain't
Dude,
joking.
They're about
when
that
Rudy
life.
it's so funny how Rudy says that because there is, and we'll do a video on this next weekend
Yeah.
Down.
about how government, they give extra funds to movies,
Yes.
to colleges that are inclusive,
Uh-huh.
but they're inclusive for certain ideas, not inclusive
Yes.
for like little religions or someone or like some people that play
Not
cricket.
for good reasons.
Not for good reasons, right?
Yeah.
It's for like reasons like this.
Yes.
So, anyways, Who was I forgot. I cut someone off.
No, we were all
Did I
just
cut you
going.
off?
We were all
Yeah,
just
we
like,
were just kinda
It was
going
Rudy. I
over
cut
each
Rudy
other.
off. Eddie, give me that, bro.
You're
Talk to me
cutting me
about
off.
this.
Honestly,
Because now's the thing.
yeah,
People now, it's like
You're trying to-
I'm
you're
gonna
trying to-
stop. I'm gonna stop you from competing now because
Yes.
it's really not fair.
Yeah, because remember what I had said last time? I was talking about the situation, and someone can either really get hurt, or what's going to happen is that everyone's going to take a stand and say, "Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to play with you anymore.
Wow.
I'm over it."
I remember that.
Remember, like, that's what's happening.
wow.
I mean, how as a woman, how are you going to go into a locker room and if all of them united and said, "You know what? I don't feel comfortable with Leah in here. Is it cool if Leah changed in the other room?" They didn't care. They had no issues.
said
with
pretty
it.
much, "Shut up."
Yeah, they were like, "Shut up," and
shut your
we're
mouth.
moving on.
Wow.
You're gonna do what we want to do because we're
Wow.
winning trophies with this, this guy.
And especially like,
'Cause that's what it is.
especially in swimming meets. So you got to remember, like, these girls, they had nothing under, bro.
Yeah, they have to take off all
Yeah.
their clothes
Because
and just put the loop thing on. You know what I'm saying? So
And I didn't we bring this up a few weeks, guys, about that that girl came up about the high school finals against that Transformer and the running thing. How she trained
She
all
got
her,
smoked or what?
Yeah, well, she trained all her life to actually be in the top 3 to make it. And
oh
she got
yes,
smoked.
yeah,
She
we
got-
did.
she
Yeah, we
got
talked
smoked.
about that.
Yeah, she got smoked, and that is goes to tell you, like, these girls train all their lives, but in our reality, they ain't got nothing. They can't.
You'll
can't
never
compare.
win. You'll
You-
never win because a
you
man
can't-
is different than a
Well,
woman.
because the
Their
Lord,
body is built
because
different.
the Lord built us differently,
Yes.
bro. Like, you know, a
He
man
built
is
us
a man's a
to
natural
survive.
protector, regardless of what you
Yes.
want to say. It's like somebody made a little quote. Somebody said, "Nobody's gonna complain about masculinity when the house is on fire and the man has to run in to go grab somebody, right?"
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
true though.
Oh, you're not gonna say,
That's
"Oh,
true,
it's
though.
toxic masculinity." How's it that toxic? I'm going to rescuing your child
For
you.
sure.
Call me
Right.
toxic then.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't see you the first one going there because in all reality, this is the way it goes. In all
we're
reality,
just cooking right now,
whenever
man. Let's this man cook.
a real man with the real wife, and I'm gonna vouch for you. I know you'll do. I know he'll do it. And then myself, I'm not married, of course, but I know you'll do it. If your house is on fire, you're gonna tell your wife, "Stay here. I'm gonna go get the kids." Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Where if they were in there, you
Of
know what I'm
course,
for
saying?
sure. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What'd you say? Eddie.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let
I'm
you
like,
get
babe,
the
go ahead and get
chance.
him.
This is the first and the last time she's on the podcast. Say
I'm
goodbye to her,
completely-
crowd.
I'm gonna go completely off of what we're talking about for a second, and I'm just gonna
Tell me.
give you some context on that.
Give me
I don't know about
context.
that. Okay, so we
Go
were at the
ahead.
river, right? And my sister
She's
does
good.
not really know how to swim, so I went out there to try and help her.
The teacher,
And-
or she was already in? She was already
No, she
in.
was drowning. I
Okay,
was
she was
like,
already drowning. Okay, go on.
I
Full on
got you.
drowning.
But you know, at the river, it's very unleveled, so you could fall in a hole like at
For
any
sure,
time.
yeah.
So I was falling in a hole, and I was kind of like tippy toeing, trying to help her, but she was so like frantic that she
For sure.
punched me.
Oh yeah.
Punched me in the nose. I
Two for
started
one
bleeding.
special.
So so at this point, I'm getting frantic.
Andrew's like,
Now
I'm gonna-
Brittany's
I'm gonna-
sinking.
I'm over here with the
I'm
floaty,
sinking.
Andrew's
swimming
like,
the other way.
Andrew's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a widower today."
He's like, finally, I'm gonna get rid of that
I was
lady.
looking at my insurance policy. Like,
He's like, "Does it cover? Hey, Ralph, does it cover river drowning?" So she's like this. She's like this, waiting. Like, help me. He goes and slaps her a little high five.
I was calling him. Yeah, State Farm.
So his brother Javi goes out.
Shout
You
out
know,
Howie.
My
Howie.
brother
Yeah,
Howie.
Howie.
Javi goes out. He grabs my sister by the shirt, pulls her out, and then he's like, "Andrew, you're gonna go save your wife or not?"
Andrew, we're gonna suck you, man. Let your wife drown out here.
Yeah, man. You want me to let her drown or not? You want half the interest money? Okay, I'll let her drown. Man.
Just throws
Howie,
her
if
back.
you're watching, we want you to come on the podcast, bro.
And he's like,
Crazy, man.
"Hey, man, someone's gotta take care of the kids here.
That's literally what I said.
It's
That's literally
literally
what I
me 24/7." Okay.
My kids were on the sideline where they were drowning, just watching them.
See,
Okay,
I'm
we
like,
burned.
you see, in our reality, I know that little context is funny, but I will tell you what, though. I mean, if you're a real danger, he probably would let you drown. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I thought he was gonna
So-
say he would have gone to save you.
Yeah. So will he go to the house fire?
So
I don't
let me tell you
know.
something. If we were in a group and I was there with you, and I saw you doing that, I would turn my back to you. Can't see you.
Rudy, I know that's not the truth. I know you would
It's not the
save
truth.
me.
I would
Come
save
on.
all of you guys. I would save all of you
If
guys.
it was my kids, hands down for sure, I would have ran to that building.
Dude.
My wife, she's more than capable of surviving. Now, if she was hurt,
She's a capable woman.
now, if she was hurt,
She's an independent woman.
if I heard her screaming, "Help,"
Ralph,
then I'd
he's
be
like,
okay,
he's
I
like,
got
no
you.
que no, independent, swim, swim.
Hey, I got out.
Yeah, I think
I
I
got
popped in the nose.
Okay, but do you see, again, for the viewer who thinks we're extreme, we're not extreme, dude. Like I'm telling you, we're making these jokes because it's a real thing, dude. There is a unity between man and woman. We have these great relationships,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
this is something that is a real thing. As far as, dude, if we keep things the way they are, cool,
Yeah.
it works. freaking's been working for the past however long humans have been alive, dog.
Yeah.
The past
But
10
then,
years are trying
but
to
then you
change
got
it
these
all,
little
bro.
Zoomers over here trying to change stuff and messing stuff up.
It's not gonna work.
It's not fair. It's not gonna work. So now, Rudy, me and Rue, we're talking about this. I want to get your opinion, Andy, and I'll go to Rue, and then we'll shoot it back to Britt. But this thing about now they want to create a little division where men and women can compete against each other, which is what we said to do in the first place. Which is like, I don't know why this is rocket science. A bunch of dudes in a little room are coming up with a better idea. A bunch of dudes and Britt are coming up with a bunch of better ideas than these people who are educated. Tell me about the separate division for Transformers. Tell me about that.
It's not about that, Ralph. What it is that people ain't dumb. They yes, we have the most common sense. We're the ones saying the right thing to do, but people don't want to do the right thing.
Oh,
People
so
rather
you're saying they know?
Oh, of course they know, but they're like, no, we're gonna win more trophies with this guy. Literally, this guy on our team.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying? On the women's team, we're gonna
I'm
knock
not
him
gonna
out,
let you
bro.
get the chance.
So, I mean, that's the problem, bro. That's the issue, and we don't realize it, but we have to take a stand as women. I'm glad they took the stand at Penn State, whether they were ignored or not. Hey, we make it work, bro. And now that dude's gone, literally. And that's
sure.
what matters. And yes, we've always said, if you're gonna be, a transformer, a bumblebee, whatever you're gonna be, do your own, start your own sport, do your thing. Because you know what? It'll never be equal. It's never gonna work when you're on with a women's team with a man involved.
You know what the crazy thing is? It's like a lot of them cry out saying, "Oh man, I bet you a lot of them cry out saying, I bet you the best of the women could keep up with the best of men." Serena Williams and the other chick tried doing that. They
talked about that before,
Yeah, but they don't take that as facts. Like they played against somebody that wasn't even ranked. He's like 200 and some,
and it's not fair to her.
And he beat him.
I'm about to say it's not fair to her.
No, it's not.
It's not fair to her. It's not fair.
But what does she legit say? Oh no, men are just faster and stronger than what we are.
That's
naturally
coming from like the
That's just
best
a fact.
women's women's tennis player ever.
Yeah,
made.
and he wasn't even ranked in the top 200, bro.
But that's what we're saying. We're not trying to say that women are less than men, because that's not the.
We're not
That's
saying
not the
that.
point.
No,
Hold
we're
on,
not
let me ask
saying
Britt.
that.
Do you catch a vibe from us that we're
Oh no.
whatever?
No.
What vibe do you catch from us when we talk about this stuff?
I feel like if I were to go and be like, "Hey guys, can I join your football team? Would you let me in?"
Hell no.
Right?
Someone hurt
Like,
you.
I mean,
You're laid out.
I'll get hurt, right?
Like, you know what? I know me and you always like joke, but I'll be real. I'll be like, dude, I don't want you to get hurt. Like, stop.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. I get
100%.
The
So,
last thing I need is like, and I want to be real, like, and this is just a totally out there. Like, what if one of my cousins we were playing football and he hits you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, like, come on, she's a girl. Like, well, she's playing football. Like, what
No,
are you
for
gonna
sure,
do? You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You get speared, and you're on the floor, like, like twitching.
twitchy.
She's on
I mean,
Mars.
You're like, I told you
I'm
not
like,
to
hey,
play.
pro-choice now or no, dog?
So like that's the vibe that I get. I'm a woman, and as a woman who has friends who are going through a transition, that's their prerogative. Great minds think alike.
Wow, Andy, that was interesting.
Big
We're
word for
super
you,
married.
Andy.
Babe, if you're watching, I don't know why we can't do this. Anyways, go on.
You will.
Wow,
You will.
I like that.
And as a woman, I don't get that vibe from you guys. Like, I love you guys, and I know what you're trying to bring out, and I don't think that anyone
Have this
as a woman
discussion, yeah.
should get offended.
I
Like,
think
I'm not
what
offended.
I think what we do on this show, which I love a lot, our little cast right here, is that we try and take the perspective of other people that are who they are and
Have
that
that
respect
discussion.
themselves and discuss how they feel and how if we were in that position, how we would feel.
For sure.
You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
and
And
it
that's
was-
the gig.
And it was very smart for y'all to bring a woman on here to kind of lessen the blow.
This was not premeditated.
This was premeditated. Help! No, I'm kidding.
Britt, hey guys, Britt walked in with we have a little table. She walks in, she puts a little knife down. I come in and bring a bazooka, and Ralph over here brings a flamethrower. Andrew brings a C4, and we're like, hey, it's a knife. What do we do with it? You know?
I'm just like, well, I am a girl.
Bro,
What do you want from
we
me?
have some like really funny comments.
Bro.
Shout out to
Okay,
Trillion
let's go.
88. Shout out
That's
Trillion
like-
88. I know it's Jay. It's
That's
Jay. I
Jay,
know it's
yeah.
Jay. Jay put, imagine walking in the women's restroom and it smells like a man. Not cool. UGK Hitman put, where are all the feminists that? They. The fact his name is Trillion.
Yeah, just reading what Justin said, though, bro. It's fire.
Trillion put they, them. Justin put they all about women's rights and equality, but they're very quiet about Transformers and women's sports. Take wins and championships from women. He's not lying.
Yeah,
Rena
bro.
put I call quarterback. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna hate on this dude. He's obviously got something going on inside, or he's obviously premeditating that he wants to go win.
Yeah.
That's something like there's something one of the two, bro. There's a one of the two.
The only thing I can
Call a
think
spade a spade. You know what I
The
mean?
only thing of right now it makes me want to laugh is
Tell me.
on the longest yard when, hey man, why
Can be quarterback?
why can I be quarterback? Huh? Remember he's like, let's see what you got. That's why I sit down and shut up.
So my deal is this, dude. If the athletic commission is starting to say, we're not going to do this anymore, it's about time.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
about time,
You know what was about time when all these people started getting hurt? Like I said, like in the volleyball.
That's
one
true.
that
We just covered this last week, bro.
The
Like we
volleyball
just
one
talked about this
covered,
last
the rugby
week.
player took out 3 people.
Yeah.
The guy that's dominating, the guy that's
demolished
dominating
those chicks.
in the women's. This is another thing that I hate. Like there's another transformer that is competing in powerlifting in the
Oh,
women's
he's
division.
shattering everything.
And he wasn't
Shattering
even
now.
ranked in men's. And then when he went to women, he shattered everything.
But that's
Yeah,
the
he
argument that we
just-
have.
Wait,
I
yeah.
mean,
But what pisses me off is there's actually I know a few people and few women that I used to lift with that are actually trying to get that perspective and be somebody.
For sure.
But then
But
you're gonna have
they're trying to
somebody.
compete, yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
gonna have
Yeah,
somebody
sure.
like, oh, what's the Olympic record? Well, yeah, it's held by a guy. I mean, you're not gonna reach
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How the heck is she supposed to do that? When,
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I get
And
that
I feel like
perspective.
if I was someone who lift weights like that, like competitively,
Yeah.
and someone I
Be super
maybe
offended.
ranked like, I don't know, 550
Whatever, yeah,
pounds.
for sure.
That was like my max.
Max.
If someone came in who was a man
And warming up with that,
Shattered you.
like it's
who was
nothing.
like, I'm coming into the women's division and instantly went to like 700, I would be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Wow.
no, that's not
no,
Yeah,
fair.
it's just that,
but
yeah.
just
It's
but
very
just-
demeaning.
Yeah, but
Yes.
just,
It
just
is.
imagine, because I know you probably know how this is. Imagine this is the hardest part. This is the demeaning part. You put in the work 7 days a
Yes,
week.
mhm.
You put in the work dieting. You put in the work in the gym. You put in the work
Your whole
in-
life.
in-
Try
your
like,
whole
that's what I'm
life.
And
saying.
then this dude
Yeah.
jumps in the
And he
pool,
comes
smokes
out and
everybody.
Yeah.
Then you went from rank second to trying to get to first, and he just automatically just jumped you
Yeah,
all the
he
way.
took
to-
it from me.
Took it
Like,
from you.
Yeah,
And
no.
what are you gonna
that-
do? Are you gonna be quiet about it?
No, heck no. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna
I would.
So
That's
this
the
is why I
hard
say
part.
this, guys. Again, there's an agenda. We talk about this all the time. We got to talk about the ESG score. We got to talk about that next weekend. But the
Wow,
fact
you
of the
wanna go
matter,
there?
yeah, we're
No.
gonna talk about that. But the fact of the matter that your universities are telling these women to shut up.
Yeah.
That's a freaking problem, dog.
And you're
That's
making
a
them,
problem.
and you're making them scared.
You're
bro.
making them
That's
feel
stupid,
scared
bro.
that a girl didn't want to casually conversate about this with her brother. You're tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a thing. Like, we should always live in the realm of have the conversation.
Yes.
We should never be trying to kill the conversation.
Yeah.
It's called free
Belittle or-
speech for a
yeah,
reason,
that's
homie.
right.
Yeah.
Like, free speech is a real thing.
I mean, we've all been in high school. I have little siblings who are in high school, and they tell me all the time, like, oh, I didn't even do something and I got in trouble for it, but here comes a star quarterback who's doing this, like,
Yeah, start
and he
treatment.
doesn't get in trouble. You
Yeah,
know what I
weird
mean?
stuff,
And
yeah.
that's how it is with Penn State. They're like,
Yeah.
nope,
Like, nah,
they're
he's
winning
winning
us
trophies.
trophies.
Whatever,
Shut
yeah.
up.
Do whatever
You know
you
what I
want.
mean?
And-
That's not
and
fair.
if you don't be quiet, we're threatening everything you do. That's stupid, bro.
No, yeah, that's
So
super,
stupid.
super
And
unfair.
like you said, all those girls worked hard all their life, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they did.
For sure,
And
yeah.
For them
Yeah.
just to be outdone by.
I mean, if you got a scholarship at Penn State,
now-
you're not,
now it
you're
actually-
not,
now
you're
you
no
worked
scrub.
hard.
Now
Yeah,
you're
not a
worked hard.
scrub.
Yeah, and now I know people like now I know why actually real feminists are coming out against this, because they're like, bro, like, how we go and try to get women's rights up here,
Yeah.
and a man's literally
Pretending to
over
be a
top-
woman
yeah.
and he jumps in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
but I told y'all that the feminists and the feminists and the
Yeah,
transformers,
they were gonna
they were
clash.
gonna end up clashing one of
Yeah.
these days, bro.
Yep.
They were gonna end up clashing, dude, because the ideas, if they're bad, they're just gonna freak it. They
Boom.
just end up coming
Yeah.
together and
It's a
smashing.
bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's accident waiting to happen. So, my last thoughts on this is, again, the university played you, the agenda played you again.
like a fiddle.
Played you like a fiddle, dude. These movies, they played you.
Charlie Daniels.
Again, the government is playing you.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about how the government comes into play with these little, like, Transformers, LGTV stuff, like, because it's a real thing. They're getting paid dollars to do stupid stuff like this.
Yes.
Like, we react to it in the content format. We react to it.
Yeah.
But let's be real, dude. They're doing it, and Andy said it. They're not stupid. They're doing it on
Nah,
purpose.
of
They're
course.
not. That's not because
They're
they're.
gonna try and get as much money as they can. Until
Yeah,
like,
they're not
okay, you
ignorantly
guys don't want
saying-
it. Okay, then we'll remove
Yes,
it.
they're not
Not
ignorantly
dumb,
doing
man.
it, dog.
Nah,
They're
bro.
not ignorantly
Wow.
saying, "Well, I believe, a man can compete against a woman." No,
No.
they're literally saying, "No, this is a dumb idea, but it's gonna get us money. Let's
Gonna
do
run
it."
Yeah, they probably don't even agree with it themselves.
Yeah,
They
they're
just
That's
like-
want
true.
that money.
About that bag, Rudy, tell me your last thoughts on this topic.
Oh, let's see. You're built like a lumberjack. No, I'm just playing. Honestly, what I really want to say is, bro, like, dude, you shouldn't have never done that. I'm sorry, bro. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I don't believe in a lot of things, and everybody knows where I stand. I'm not gonna repeat them, but dude. I'm glad that they kicked you out, and then I hope you do find a place where you can compete.
For sure. Hopefully that little division.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
if they want to,
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not degrading you as a person, but I am degrading you as like, hey, bro, don't go against women, bro.
Yeah,
like,
the idea.
Honestly, bro, like, hey, bro, you're sorry for that, bro. Trash. For going against women like that.
The idea is trash, right?
Yeah, no,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, like you literally set your sights on women, bro. Like, chill. I mean, if you really want to compete against a man and see what happens.
Yeah.
In our reality, also Penn State, shame on you for money, man. I don't care how ranked you are.
Allegedly, right? Because we're saying this because we were reading articles and we're like, okay, this looks bad.
Allegedly, with a capital.
Tell me more.
Allege.
Allege.
Other than that, man, bro, like I said, Penn State, allegedly, if you do that, hey, shame on you. Women, thank y'all for speaking out and giving us the facts. I'm sorry you had to go through that, and I'm sorry you got to change. But again, they're actually banning them, so hey, hopefully things get better for y'all in Jesus' name.
All right, go on, Andy. What you got?
Rude took all my stuff, but nonetheless,
Samesies.
I would say this. For the women that were in it, the women that were, that went through this, I'm sorry you guys had to go through that, you girls. No one should ever have to feel uncomfortable in your own locker room,
Especially in that.
let alone in a sport that you've worked your whole life for, that you earned. I believe that in life, everything that you earn, you had to do something to earn it. It wasn't given to you.
Yeah, it's
and
not
for
free.
a man to come in and demolish you guys or take over and pretty much be the star, it's not fair to you.
Start dominating.
I agree.
Dominating,
Sure,
and that's not fair to a woman that worked their whole lives for that. So I'll say this: Penn State, do better, be better. Learn from your mistakes and
Good
don't do it
luck.
again. I know that you're over here, however, allegedly trying to do what you got to do to make that extra dollar or buck, from the government. How
That
it
they
is.
don't need.
That,
But
they don't need, but they're gonna try and take it, of course. But I mean, do better, guys. That's all I gotta say.
Britt, talk to me, girl.
What you
You know,
got?
everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I believe
Oh,
that
she's so nice.
Penn
Go on. No,
State-
just kidding.
Penn State should not have silenced anybody. Hey, they worked hard to get there, and
right.
if someone's gonna come and debunk you, you need to fight for your right to party.
Hey.
Come on.
Schools out for
No, shoot. We're gonna copyright, bro. Shut up, dude.
Cancel.